Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sam Kwok here, one of the Kwok Brothers. Hope you had an amazing weekend. This is July 27th, coming back to you with another stimulus check update. Now, lots of things happening today and lots to pay attention as the Senate is going to introduce a new stimulus check bill today. Now, it could be tomorrow, but we're really hoping that it'll be today because there's not a whole lot of time left as far as when the Senate is in session. If the Senate session expires before a stimulus check is passed, we have to wait until September, which is not a good thing. So we want to make sure that things are getting passed and things are moving along nicely. Now, here's what we know so far about the next stimulus check and what's likely, what's still being worked on, and what's not likely. This is our stimulus scoreboard. If you're joining us for the first time, we've been tracking the stimulus package with a little scoreboard that basically pretty much spells out what's likely and what's not. So what is likely right now is the $1,200 direct payment. Now, some news articles are now saying there will be a direct payment, not a maybe, there will be. So the amount, 90% sure that it's $1,200, but I could be wrong. I'm just speculating here. But we may see a $1,200 check pretty much confirmed along the way. And you guys might be wondering, well, who will get the $1,200 direct payment? It's anyone that's making $75,000 as a single filer. If you're married or joint, $150,000 or less, you'll get the full $1,200 check. Any more than $75,000 or $150,000, the amount will sort of taper off into a cutting off point. So pretty much the same thing as the CARES Act, but we will have to pay attention to see what the details and changes could be with the next stimulus package. Now, moving down along with the next likely item, which is the unemployment benefit of $600 a week, which expired last week. Technically expired, it will expire at the end of this month, but the way that the month works, it will expire last week. Now, we will most likely see an unemployment benefit extension of $200 a week instead of the $600, so it's a reduced amount, but it's a strong likelihood that we're going to see an unemployment benefit continuation of $200 a week, and that's most likely going to be in the bill today. Now, Paycheck Protection Program for business owners. Again, last week I updated you guys on this, saying that the Paycheck Protection Program, there will be another round of funding available, but this time it'll be available for businesses that have suffered a 50% loss in their revenue in business, which is good. Businesses that are struggling right now, restaurants, salon that had an income drop, this would be certainly a great program. Now, there's also speculation and a talk that there's going to be a Paycheck Protection Program version for working capital. So we'll definitely have to pay attention and see what's going on. There could be additional funding in there for that. Now, let's go over to the pending side as we do have some updates there. The new bill will most likely include a $105 billion package for schools, universities, K through 12. That's pretty much the number right now that's floating around. By the way, if you're enjoying this update right now, be sure to smash the like button, turn that like button blue. It does help us out to get this video out to as many people as possible through our YouTube algorithm. Now, the next big item as far as the pending list is the liability protection for businesses, schools, as well as medical centers. This gives them about 5 years of liability protection, and this has to do with the fact that if certain businesses perceived to have violated some sort of health concern or someone sues them, there's some additional protection that will be given to those types of institutions. Now, right now, that's in the pending list, but some are even saying that they could be in the likely list coming very, very soon. So we'll have to pay attention to that as well. Additional pending item right now is that there could be additional funding for Economic Injury Disaster Loan, EIDL, and that fund could be and may be used for the EIDL grant, which is the free $1,000 and $10,000 grant for businesses. But we have to see, I know there are YouTubers making videos right now saying that's pretty much confirmed. I don't think so. We still have to wait on more details. We have yet to wait for more details. So I'll make more videos as soon as we have more confirmation for the EIDL side. Now, also additionally, what's on the pending, there's some more new items in the pending side that could quickly get onto the likely side today or tomorrow, which is a couple things. There's retention credit. I hope you guys can see this. So retention credit is for businesses that keep their employees hired throughout the pandemic. So a lot of businesses, unfortunately, had to let their employees go right now because of lack of revenue and income. Hopefully, having the retention credit will give businesses incentive to keep on hiring and have people hired for their employees. Now, a couple more things on the pending item, which is an eviction moratorium. And I'm running out of room here, so I'm going to make room. An eviction moratorium is basically an eviction ban. So I know a lot of my landlords watching this, you guys are like, oh my goodness, I get it. I'm a landlord myself. I'm a business owner myself. But this is to stop bad landlords, right, the bad actors acting out. So what's being looked at and is pending is an eviction moratorium extension. So there has already been an eviction moratorium. The federal eviction moratorium ended last week, July 25th, but there could be an extension of another 120 days, which is about 6 months, where landlords may not evict for 6 additional months. So more details coming in that. And if you guys want to know how I feel about that, I have a special video that I made a couple weeks ago, and I'll leave that down below in the video description. So that's another item in pending right now. Now, another item that I thought was going to be not likely category, but right now it's actually still in the pending zone, is the back to work bonus. So back to work. And previously, a lot of senators from the Republican side talked about the back-to-work bonus of being $450 a week until December of 2020. So I thought that idea was tossed out, but in fact, there's still talks and conversations happening around the back-to-work bonus right now. So that's still in the pending category. We would love to see that in the likely category, coupled with the unemployment benefit of $200 a week. That would be a great combination to help individuals that are unemployed right now temporarily. I know it's not much, but it would help them motivate to get back to work with some additional perks and bonuses. So that's something that we need to see. As far as what's not likely right now, we already talked about the $4,000 travel credit. So if you guys were wondering what that is, that's a $4,000 travel credit. That's not happening. Payroll tax cut, definitely not happening. President Trump already kind of quit and gave up. I'm like, nah, we're not going to do a payroll tax cut. That's pretty much gone at this point. But who knows? It may be reintroduced later down the road. So we have to pay attention to see what's going to happen. What's not likely also is an additional mortgage forbearance extension. So as you know, the CARES Act did spell out some interesting rules and interesting changes to the mortgage forbearance, where traditionally, if you were to go and get a mortgage forbearance, it would have a negative impact not only on your credit, but also impacts your future ability to get new financing. Well, with the CARES Act in play and some new changes that were made back on July 1st, now, the mortgage forbearance is not as detrimental to your credit and also your future ability to get financing. So if you go and apply for a mortgage forbearance, which means that it temporarily stops your mortgage payments for a set amount of time. CARES Act says 6 months, and you can get a request for additional 6 months. Mortgage forbearance now has a less of a detrimental effect. In fact, some are even saying there's even no effect at all to your credit and also your future ability to get financing. So if you're struggling right now, if you've lost your job, if you lost your income, and you're wondering, okay, I need to survive, I need to stay afloat, a mortgage forbearance may not be a bad option right now to take if you need that lifeline. So mortgage forbearance extension is not likely, but it's still in play. It's still in play right now, all the way till December, actually even past December, depending on how you look at it. So you can still get it, but there's not going to be an extension or some sort, or there's no changes with this new stimulus package. So there we have it, pretty much the masterpiece that's coming together, and hopefully we'll see a grand update today with the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell presenting a stimulus bill. Hopefully it will be today. My goodness, we're running out of time. So we're hoping to see some good news today. If there is something that's introduced today, we'll definitely update you guys the first thing tomorrow morning as we're going to see a lot of interesting things. So as a reminder, be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell icon because you definitely don't want to miss our updates. We try to beat other YouTubers as far as giving you guys morning updates. So definitely do subscribe. And if you guys enjoyed this content, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's update.